Voice AI is an intelligent virtual assistant that can handle your calls, your customer inquiries, create task automations for you. It gives businesses a smarter way to manage communication. But voice AI, when we refer to that, really stands for voice artificial intelligence. And these technologies have been around for a long time. And what they do is they combine capturing voice, turning it into text, using natural language processing or NLP, speech recognition tools, and machine learning to gather all of that data, massage it, generate a response that seems like it would be the right response, convert that to a voice, and then have the voice answer to you, and do all of that so fast you can't even tell it was a computer. So voice AI is speech recognition, natural language processing, AI processing, and text to speech all at one time. You've probably been using voice AI forever and never really thought about it. I mean, imagine the first time you saw Siri or Alexa or Amazon Echo or any of those tools that are hearing your voice and doing something because it's hearing your voice. Even automated phone systems, your smart speakers, your home automations, interactive voice response systems, IVR systems, and call centers are AI voice agents for customer service, even though they're saying, press 1 to do this, press 3 to do that. Okay, because they don't know how to convert that other than the tone on a phone. AI sales and lead qualifications using automating cold calls and follow-up. So I will say that you can use AI for outbound calling. If somebody tells you to use voice AI for cold calling, run away from them. So why, as a business owner, should you use voice AI? Well, one of the most important things that people think about or that they should think about when they're thinking about voice AI is it is available 24/7. An AI voice assistant can handle all of your calls, all of your messages at any time. The systems that we use, we tell people it'll handle 50 simultaneous calls. So we could have 50 people call that number at exactly the same time, and the AI would still be able to handle the calls individually and be able to deal with them individually. The reality is it's over 200, but I don't know anybody who's ever had 200 phone calls at one time. I actually don't have any of my clients who ever got 50 calls at one time, but it is possible to do that. The other piece that's really important with voice AI is it reduces the need for human agents working 24/7. I owned multiple companies, and when I had some of my companies, I would hire front desk staff and I would pay them. I mean, back in the 90s, I was paying people like a couple $1,000s a month, basically to sit at a desk and answer a phone call or talk to somebody who walked in and have them fill out a form. Well, the AI can do all of that. Now, does that mean we don't need humans? No, we do need humans. We want humans to interact with the people. We want a human touch when people come in our office, and we want humans to deal with the things that humans need to deal with. But there's a lot of things that it's the same question over and over again, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. The other thing that is really important is that the AIs have a faster response time. When you train the AI, it can be trained to be exactly personalized on what you want it to do and how you want it to say it in exactly the right way. So when you think about the value of a phone call, for most businesses, that number, it can be high hundreds, more likely the low thousands, up to multiple thousands of dollars for a phone call. So when that call is that valuable, it should be really important to you to make sure that you never miss one of those phone calls. Every single phone call needs to be answered immediately with a customized greeting tailored to the customer for what they called about. And the other thing that happens is, okay, so you're, solopreneur, you don't have time to answer all the calls. So what happens? They call you, you're out doing something, you're working with a customer, and you can't answer the phone. It goes to your voicemail on your cell phone, which then you try to call back and listen to, and you can't understand what the heck that person said. They probably didn't leave you really good contact information when they left the message. Maybe the message was garbled because it wasn't a really good phone call. And when you're trying to listen to the voicemail, you're doing 5 other things at the same time. So you really don't have a way to return that call. So it's really, really hard to make money off a voicemail. But the third thing that it shows here is it stops your leads going to your competitors. So imagine this. You're at your house and you've got a giant party coming up, and all of a sudden your toilet breaks. When you need a plumber, you need them like now. You're going to call. The plumber's not going to answer because he's in 19 other jobs that he's doing. So you don't leave him a message. You hang up. You go to the next one. You go to the next one. You go to the next one. And the only one that answers is probably the one that's no good because he's not busy. But if that person calls and your voice AI picks up the phone and asks qualifying questions of the person. Hi, what's your problem? What's going on? Describe what's going on. What neighborhood do you live in? Great. Well, here's how we handle emergency calls, and this is what goes on. Would you like us to have an emergency technician contact you? Yes. Okay, great. So we have your phone number as blah, 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 blah. Is that the right phone number? Right. Great. I'll have a technician call you. When you hang up, you do not go to the next caller because you just had a communication with somebody that helped you deal with the issue that you were calling about. So voice AIs are an enhanced customer experience because nobody wants to be put on hold. Nobody wants to get transferred to the wrong department. Where the voice AI can take all of that data, bring it in, communicate with a person, figure out what's going on, help answer their questions. It can give them their answers to their frequently asked questions. We train the AI with your company's exact frequently asked questions, with your company's exact way that they deal with things. With your product, service, things that you do, the AI knows all of your stuff. It knows what hours you're open. It knows what addresses. It knows what to do if this is a problem. I hate those spam calls. With the voice AI, number one, if it knows it's a spam call, it can filter it out. But it also can take the call and listen to the call and determine if it's bogus. And it will not carry on. It will stop the conversation if it's a spam call, if it can figure that out. But you don't have to deal with it. The AI is dealing with it while you're busy doing all the other things, which saves you time to work with your real customers. With the voice AIs, your business is always open 24/7. You've got an after-hours support system that never misses a customer. Your information is accessed really easy. It can book all of your appointments for you. It's always on. It works even when you're not. So, and it's not just an answering service. It's not it can trigger workflows. If you can think, if you know what a pipeline is or a workflow or any of those kind of things, anything that you can think of that you want to be done, you could give the AI instruction to ask a certain question. When the person answers it, that question is then saved in a data field in the contacts file. If your customer calls to ask for an appointment, it can update the contact details, send them the links on where they can book their appointment. It will transcribe every single call. It will create summaries of the calls, and it'll save those transcriptions in the customer file. So now if something comes up, you've got a transcription of everything that happened on that call. And what I'd like you to do is try this voice AI out for yourself. What you're going to do is dial this number, and you're going to call, and Jenny, my friendly voice AI, is going to answer, and she's going to ask you a few questions about your business to help set up a role play. And what you're going to do after you answer those questions, then you're going to kind of switch hats, and you're going to become the customer and talk to Jenny as if you were calling your own business and see how she handles your call. AI talk about AI staff, which is all 6 of my AI tools for only $4.97 a month, which is a killer freaking deal. This is even a better deal for just if all you need is one AI, you're kind of just getting started, and you're just really focused on the voice AI portion, and you don't need a lot of our other tools. This offer is only $197 a month. It's a $150 setup fee. And during the setup, what I do is I create a new phone number for you. You can use *72 to forward your existing number to that, but the new phone number gives us the ability to do a lot of magic on the back end. But we create the phone number for you. We build out one AI assistant for you as part of the setup fee. You can have as many as you want, but you build them yourself under this program. because it's only $197 a month.